Hey Internet, it's your old buddy Dominic here with the All-America Casino Guide, a channel dedicated to casino games and teaching you guys how to win at them. We're stocked up with tips, tricks, and tutorials that are going to aid you in how to take the casino for everything it's worth. This video is all about mastering card counting in regards to pushing out distractions. Even if you've mastered card counting at home and nobody can even tell that you're counting cards, there's going to be a number of distractions in a real live casino environment that just you can't prepare yourself for. So just like practicing for any sporting event is different than an actual game environment, card counting is no different, all right? There's going to be a number of bright lights, bells, whistles, people talking to you, sights and sounds. Even if you were playing online, maybe at the Pornhub casino, or you were playing live at the Playboy Mansion, you might even have to deal with your dealer being topless. So there are a huge number of distractions that you're going to have to deal with. So you have to be aware of these and figure out how you're going to get around them. The first bit of advice I can give to you is know the rules. Again, just another reminder, I've said this once, I've said it twice, but I'll keep repeating myself until everyone in the world understands this. Card counting, while not against the rules or illegal by any stretch of the imagination, is highly frowned upon and is a great way to get kicked out of a casino if they ever catch you doing it. Even the suspicion that you're doing it can be enough to get you kicked out. So it's really a bad idea to try to count on your fingers or to be screwing around with your phone with an app, for example. Ultimately, you need to make sure you have a strong understanding of the basic math-based strategies that are going to inspire you to make a logical bet that's based in probability. My second piece of advice is ignore the other players. You're not playing against them, you're playing against the dealer. And as such, you're trying to get 21. You might get pressured by the dealer or the other players to take quick actions because they want to play more hands. But the reality is you are not obligated to make quick actions. You can take your time. Make sure that you have a good idea of the count and it's informed. Do not just snap and make a quick decision because you think that you don't want to give away the fact you're card counting. If all else fails, just act like you're rather new to the game of blackjack. One simple technique that I've used before to keep count and not telegraph to the other players, or more importantly, the casino, that I'm keeping count is that I use my hand on my knee under the table. So for example, if my hand is face down on my knee like that, that would represent that the count is currently +5. And as the count reduces, I would start removing digits. So at a glance, I know that I have +3. If a king or a queen would show up, I would subtract 1 from the count, and I would just have these 2 fingers showing, or something like that on my knee. So as long as I keep the count. So at a glance, it just looks like I'm fidgeting under the table, all right? But no one will be really able to see that unless they happen to be looking under the table, which would be kind of weird in the first place. Inversely, if the number then goes to 0, you would have just a solid fist. And then if it goes to negative, then you flip your hand over on your knee, and this would represent -5. A face-up palm would be 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Typically speaking, in any hand of blackjack, no matter how many players at the table, the count should never vary from, should have a range of -5 to +5. So 5 fingers should be a sufficient account to keep a running total. Once you have the current count, then you can use that to develop an understanding of the true count based on the understanding of how many decks are currently in the shoe. Remember, guys, that when it comes to card counting, you need to be aware of how many decks are in the shoe. You also need to be aware of the running count. It needs to be an accurate running count. And you also need to be aware that many casinos utilize automatic shuffling devices that are going to make card counting all but impossible. So that concludes our coverage on 3 simple ways that you can avoid distractions at the table and keep an accurate count while counting cards. If you have any additional ideas that we could utilize, make sure to leave them down below as a comment. Make sure to smash that like button and clickety-clack that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, you won't miss any of our important updates. And guys, if you can, go check out our other videos. They're full of great tips, tricks, and tutorials that you can use for a variety of different reasons. They're pretty entertaining too. My name's Dominic. This is the All-American Casino Guide reminding you, play responsibly. Comment time. Unreal Addiction wrote, "Only thing I'm concerned about counting is how many shrimps are left in the buffet." Wow, you know what? I agree with you, my man. If there's the only thing I love more than free drinks at the casino is those free complimentary trips to the buffet. And any good buffet is going to have unlimited shrimp. So you don't really have to count the shrimp, my friend. So there you go. Wow, this is a hard one to say. Jadil Perillo. I don't even know what country that's from. "I follow the instructions. Now I've attached a right leg to my shoulder. I need help." I have no idea what you're talking about. That's just weird. I guess you would need help. I mean, if you had a right leg attached to your shoulder, I mean, that would just be weird.